sunshine, and yeah, we've been blessed with a couple of days of sun, which is always appreciated. I'm always appreciative of it down here. Stupid kids, not kids, but yobs. Get really close just as you're doing the show. You can see I'm on the camera, but has to walk almost touching distance. Anyway, c'est la vie, one of those things. So how are we all doing? So 247 is reversal infiltration. Hey Syrian. It's also the trump card reversal. It's also the trump card time machine. It's also, how about this one? It's also Epstein Island, the exchange. And what do I mean by that? I've said for a while that I feel, and it seems to be pointing to it, that Epstein is a double, triple, however many levels you want to go. And that maybe there was an original one, maybe. I feel more likely that he's a, hey Cheryl, that he's a white hat creation. Because spy games are pretty deep. They're pretty deep. And they had to catch them in the act through military laws and things like that. They had to catch them, you see. So they had to catch them. So they needed a honeypot to catch them. And that's what Epstein Island is. And that's why all of this is for show. I mean, for example, Epstein Island 147, the trump card. Not far on the pier, Syrian. They had to catch them. And so the exchange. So central casting we know is a real thing, and what does that involve? Well, one of the things it involves is cloning, actors, CGI, AI, deepfakes, all that stuff. But imagine the honeypot of Epstein Island. They go in and they're about to do whatever they're going to do, but then they're caught and they got them. What if white hats swapped them out? Hey Diane, what if they swapped them out through central casting, through cloning, through all manner of things, swap them out, and then use those assets to further the cause of good in terms of catching others, but stopping people before they actually did the act.
Help me!
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. No, I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. There are some idiots around, but yeah, it's strange. Who wants to do that? But imagine that. Imagine that possibility. I think there is something to that. And I've known for a while that Epstein Island's 147, which is the trump card. Hey Diane, it could be that sounds definitely probable. Yeah, it could be a number of characters in central casting. So yeah, reversal of the exchange, you catch them before they've done the act. Almost a bit like Minority Report, like thought crime, but they're about to do it and catch them. And maybe they've got evidence of other crimes they were doing and get them for those, but they catch them in the act. There's something to that. Even throw in things like turnstiles reversal, actual reversal, red team, blue team. There's a lot to this. So we're going to find out more as time goes on, but that feels what it's like. It's amazing how people need attention. They start barking like dogs in about a pack of 10 or 12 of them. Yeah, no manners. Hey Cheryl. Well, it's coming out bit by bit. I mean, look at President Trump taking on Was it the UN last night? Was it the UN? I get confused between all these different organisations. But the one where he's there and he's telling them that climate change is nonsense and all the other stuff. So he's doing a brilliant job taking them on. Yeah. Epstein Island, the honeypot. Oh, you're welcome, Julia. Here it is, though, look. So here's the pier. It's the pier. And there's lovely sunshine. I mean, it's not particularly warm, but it's not cold. It's just fresh. It's pleasant. It's pleasant. Yesterday I got in the sea. Is that the one with Gary Sinise in it as well, Ranta? It's a while ago, if that's the right one. Is that the one with Gary Sinise and Snake Eyes? It's interesting. I was thinking of Snake Eyes earlier about someone else. That's funny. That's the game. You brought that into the awareness. Yeah, the UN. So all these things are being ramped up, and it's going to get more and more. But remember, we've got the Black Swan coming. The Black Swan event is on its way. That is for certain, and that will trigger the storm. And like I've said before, I feel that a lot of that will be to do with tunnels and revealing dark to light. So we're going to see all this stuff soon. This is highly weird. People want to get super close when you're filming. So strange. Yes, assassination of the character, Charlie Kirk, exactly. Exactly. So one thing I saw earlier today was they were showing Thunderbirds, which is an old TV show. I used to watch that as a kid. Not like religiously with every single episode, but I definitely saw it growing up. But they re-released 2 episodes of it today in cinemas. I think it was on for a couple of days, but I saw it today. And one of them was about terror in the skies, or something in the skies, and then terror in New York. Basically, the premise of each one was like a bomb on a plane, an event. This is okay, YouTube, I'm talking about, referring to a film that was on at the cinema. But they were using what looked like Batmobiles from the Dark Knight series to help the plane land and dismantle it. There's a whole bunch of codes. The number 39 came up again, like the hangar that it was, not the hangar, the tarmac that it was on. There was a bunch of other codes as well on the aeroplanes, but I was like, this is interesting. This looks like kind of, and it also looked very kind of Tenet-like, because there was an aeroplane in there. There's an aeroplane in Tenet where it goes off, it goes into a hangar. So it was very kind of Nolan-esque in many ways, and it's so strange. That's the 3rd set of people that have walked literally so close. It's like I'm on a pier, and there's about 5 yards wide, maybe a bit more, and they come right up close. It's like, it's so weird. It's like, what is it? NPCs and like have got to get close to you. It's so strange. It's so strange. Yeah, NPCs, clones, robots, projections, all manner of peculiar things. And then the second one, this is really interesting, was about, I spoke not too long ago again about the Empire State Building. And I saw that in Ready Player One as well, which is a great film, the opening scene of that. At Ready Player One, back to the Oasis, had the old reunion of Oasis, the band. Look, can you see my halo around the cloud? Look, there you go. You see it? There's my red, your bright glow. But this one, in Thunderbirds, they had, the premise of this was they were moving the Empire State Building 200 meters or 200 yards. So this is back in the 60s or 70s, I guess, when they filmed this, you know, the cartoon of Thunderbirds with puppets. And then the whole story, the reveal on it was it started to crumble, and then it fell in on itself, quite similar to 9/11. But the reveal was that there was, hey Lisa, but there was underground rivers in Manhattan. And then they did a whole rescue, having to rescue some people on that. So there are these pieces of disclosure that have been in films for a long time. So, and the Empire State Building is featured in the scene, the racing scene in Ready Player One. We get a blend of all timelines, like there's Back to the Future, there's King Kong, there's Batman with the Batmobile from the Adam West series. There's a few other, Jurassic Park as well. There's a whole blend of things in that Ready Player One. But here with the Thunderbirds, yeah, so the Empire State Building, which was interesting. It was interesting that. And rivers under Manhattan, which I guess would lead to tunnels, but then there was this whole thing of the water, so the water was filling up. So I guess maybe one of the Q posts when it says watch the water, I think it'll be a number of things, and maybe things we don't even realise yet. Because in Batman, there's the thing with the water. But then maybe, you know, when sinkholes appear, maybe they'll start connecting tunnels, and well, they are connected tunnels, but maybe they'll start flooding, and maybe the water. So we'll see. I think watch the water is probably a number of things, but we'll see, as with all this, in time what comes. So anyway, I hope you enjoy yourself, folks. A bunch of you getting your knickknacks, links are below, so you can get those in the UK and the US. And if you're thinking, I'll give you a heads up. If you're thinking of ordering in the US, if you want to get my discount, there's only a few days left on that. That's going to expire at the end of the month, and then that'll be it for the US. So if you want to get ones in the US, go for it. Go and get them now. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, you take care. Bye.